Uh, you wouldn't think it's a big job, but maybe I'm just not patient this morning. Hang on, I'll show you. Well, okay, the filter's in there, someplace in there. But that was tight on there like you wouldn't believe. But then that's the hole where the oil goes. And this thing here was on there. Well, first of all, the engineer, where is it? The wrench that fits on there. Okay. Well, you try and get anything out of it. You see that? It doesn't move. It would have to be an extension out here. But yeah. Hey, you know what I ended up doing is I put big crescent wrench on it like this with a pair of vice grips, and then I just twisted and I bang it let go. The smaller crescent didn't do it. It would spring open, eh? So anyways, yeah. I'm gonna do something with this. Either I'm gonna weld an extension on it. Just maybe a 6-inch ratchet extension somehow. I'm gonna figure a way weld a 6-inch extension on it, and that way I'll just have to put something on it and I'll spin it out, because there's no way I'm gonna redo this. Hey, I'm getting older, and as I'm getting older, this guy's not getting any more patient, I'll tell you that. So hang in there this video, and I'm gonna go inside there. I'm gonna take a rest. Probably take it tomorrow. I don't think I have enough patience to keep going with this today. So, well, first of all, I got to figure a plan to fix this culprit. But I'm going to fix that. It's no use to leave it like that, because it's useless. That's what it is. Whoever thought of that. Wow. Hang on. Hey, how are you supposed to get to it? Like, right, for the initial oil is already in the motor, okay? And after that, well, then good luck. Anyway, that's it. The whole idea behind changing the oil here is I don't know how much gas there is in that oil. I don't know if this tank was full, and it emptied out almost completely. It may have dripped all beside the little valve there, or it was going. This is one thing with these gravity feed to the carb. If that needle is stuck, then your gas is going through the throttle body into the motor. It seeps down on around the piston, and it goes in the oil in the base. And needless to say, it's not good. But that's it. That's a story for another day. I'm gonna figure something out, and not going through this again. Okay, well, we'll leave it at that, and we'll reconvene tomorrow. We're off to a flying start this morning, folks. It's 5:30 half past the time where I should have been working on this. Yesterday we had a union meeting. I belong to the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, IBEW, and a few co-workers, working buddies, we decided we'd go for breakfast this morning. Just we'll have a big breakfast and a good chat. And, sounded like a good idea until I got the idea to flip whoever's odd man pays that big breakfast. We're four guys, eh? So it shouldn't be that bad. And the odds, like in 4 guys, what are the odds that I'm gonna lose, eh? So, and I'm the one that suggested this, eh? Well, in 2 rounds, guess who lost? Yeah, I lost. So, anyways, we went out this morning for a big breakfast, all 4. And when it come time that the little lady brought the bill and the guys all pointed towards me, hey, he's the guy. I'm the lucky, so I go to, you know, a gator, eh, how short his front legs are, eh, so I go to reach for my wallet, eh, like a gator should, but I couldn't reach it, eh. So then the guy next to me says, I'll grab it for you, hang on. Then he stumbled in my back pockets. He says, there's no wallet there. Gator had forgot his wallet at home. So I guess the name Gator's gonna stick with me, eh? 2 short legs in front and he can't reach the wallet, eh? But okay, this is a sideline story, eh? It has nothing to do with what we're doing today. We'll keep on going with the oil change. That's what we're really doing. Takes a long time to do something here, eh? So hang on, I'll shut you off and then we'll reconvene. Okay, I'm down on the ground there. Here's the results. See that? That's a 1/2-inch socket that I drove. I drove it on the plug. Remember the plug that I couldn't take off? Well, I'm not going to have any problems anymore. The plug is now part of a 1/2-inch socket. One of those cheap sockets, eh? That, you know, the types of sockets that you never want in a toolbox. Well, you can't rely on them. You never know when they're gonna let go. So I'm not gonna go. I put on the outer treads. I put there. Well, just like that. Hang on, I'll show you guys the results of what we're doing. Can I take this off of here without you guys shaking too much? Hang on. See that? Right there. That's a 1/2-inch socket. I could have welded it, but I didn't because it's so tight on there it'll never come off. And okay, at the worst case, I can always go back to the way I took it off, but I have to take the filter off first and the whole 9 yards. But needless to say, that's it. That's how it's going to stay. That's the big innovation for, oh, I wanted to show you that too, how much oil. See that? That's, and the oil, well, it's dirty, so it's not a luxury. I didn't say this, but I had bought this generator. I had bought this generator at Home Depot, and it was just after. Hang on, I'll take my I'll take my filter. The filter is a 51394. Hang on. Can we see that? Hang on. Can we see? 51394. That's for future references. I'm gonna put some grease on here. That's I always like to put some grease on the so we don't end up with to come to think of it, something like we had to start with here. Surely whoever installed it, they didn't put no grease on it. That's for sure. There. That's hand tight. Hand tight. It has to be tight, okay? But not to break everything. Hand tight. Like right now it's tight. Tight enough for me and the girls I go with. Of course I haven't been going out too much lately. Hang on, I'll put you in frame. These guys can't see nothing. See, I'm gonna see the wheel axle here. I'm gonna put a little bit of grease on here. On this one. The one on the far side won't have none, but hey, we do them one at a time. And now, see, all these tools are all necessitated for taking off the this goes in the garbage. Taking off the famous plug. Never seen so stubborn a plug. Hey, we seems like why why would that not seat? Hang on. That has to go in. a bit. Oh. Hang on, I'll shut you off, I'll bring it back. So all of a sudden, the axle is back and it's long again as it used to be. You know why? Because the axle's loose and it had been pushed that way. Well, maybe an 8. So I was short, eh? And I didn't know why. And I thought it was a solid axle. Well, I like my fix. This is gonna work. There's oil under there. I have some Absorbol, but well, I'm gonna drag this thing out, and maybe I forget now where it is. Oh, it's up along the truck here, so I won't be able to grab it right away. But I'll find something to put in there. Usually I gather some dust or whatever we have on the ground, and that's what I put there, eh? But anyways, I'm trying to gather all the tools there. Yeah, just like a big turtle. Remember that one? Just like a big turtle. Okay, I'll bring his back. Yeah, I just it just shut off there. I turned the gas off and I ran it all out of gas. That's the way to do it. So it drains everything. So then the gas doesn't go stale in the carburetor bowl and gunk up everything and in my contraption. See, this is the hammer that I used, for drive that 1/2-inch socket on the thing. The engineer that thought of that should be shot. But hey, it's done now. You don't have to change the oil every. See, I had bought that. That was after ice storm, I forget what they call it. I had bought that, and it was yeah. Well, I don't know if they still do. Okay, because companies have learned, like Home Depot, to be of service to the people, had brought in a whole bunch of generators, and they were selling the generators to people. People put them on their cards and then run them for a few days until the power comes back on, even a week, and then bring them back, get a credit on the card, eh? So afterwards, okay, there was a whole bunch of these generators, eh? So I went and I looked, and I looked at the mufflers, eh? Because the ones that the mufflers were really singed, I knew had run a lot. But there was, like this one here didn't have, but I never thought in the day to look for a 12-volt starter, eh? Wow. I didn't mind cranking in those days. Not as much as I do now. But anyways, I'm going to figure a way around this cranking business. So now it's got fresh oil filter. It took all of about a quart and not quite half to fill. But I'll run it some more. And I'll check the oil just to make sure that the filter's full. But I've stopped and started it 2 times now. And there's no clackety-clack, on the valve side, So if those valves were running dry, you'd hear them. Okay, that's it. Stretched this one long enough with the story of why Gator is not going to lose his nickname. Not quite yet. He not only couldn't reach his wallet, he forgot his wallet. Then you're safe. Okay, folks, that's it. Hey, you can give me a thumbs up if you think I earned it. Comments are welcome. And as usual, we'll see you in the next one.